If there's one thing that Donkey and IGN have taught me, is that every video game ever made is actually either Dark Souls, Zelda, or Counter-Strike.
Think Counter-Strike with hero elements. That's the elevator pitch for Valorant.
You know the elevator pitch. Do a Dark Souls, but make it anime.
The elevator pitch for Remnant is basically Dark Souls with a heavy focus on ranged, gun-based combat.
Ashen shamelessly borrows the major trappings of Dark Souls.
It's a genre remix that samples the combat and exploration of a lightened up Dark Souls and the action and energy of Uncharted.
Neo owes a lot to Dark Souls.
Like Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, Animal Crossing New Horizons is
Dark Souls.
So when I booted up Dispatch on my PC, I was simply flabbergasted by the abomination I was witnessing. There's no rolling, no climbing focus on stamina management, and not even a single Slavic coke addict telling me how much intercourses he's had with my mother. What kind of video game is this, huh? In case you haven't noticed, episodic interactive games aren't really my area of expertise. These things have always been too light on the gameplay for my taste, so I usually prefer to watch rather than play them. The lack of gameplay is both a blessing and a curse. Sure, it frees up resources for the writing team, but it also means that the story has to carry everything. If the characters are boring or the plot goes off the rails, there's no backup plan, no clutch mechanics, no boss fights to distract you. You're just stuck watching a bad Netflix show you paid $40 for. But then comes Dispatch, who just stumbled out of some dirty back alleyway, absolutely shit-faced and plastered, punched this limitation in the dick, and hit us with both a compelling story and simple yet engaging gameplay. One very common misconception among people is that a story needs to be complex or wildly original to be enjoyable. But when you look back, most of the narratives we grew up actually were the exact opposite. They stuck with us not because they had Tolkien-level lore charts, but because they paired simple plots with genuinely strong, well-written characters. So basically, the exact fucking opposite of Kingdom Hearts. Unlike the malfunctioning stiff androids you see in Ubisoft titles, the characters of Dispatch are memorable and cleverly written. You got all of these distinct personalities, each with their own background, worldviews, and motivations, which complement with each other so well. It's like spaghetti and meatballs. I was not expecting a dude with a strength of 10 men but the height of half of one and a tax invading back who graduated from Harvard pull me in so much, but yet here we are. The characters were so engaging and entertaining that sometimes I forgot I was not playing a video game and genuinely had friends in real life instead of being just a loser who just sits at home and play video games all day. But the real MVP here is the voiceover. You got a perfect combination of seasoned veterans, talents from other fields, and internet celebrities. The last one is especially impressive. When you play a game like this and see a character who's voiced by a person who has no experience or any fucking clue what they're doing and was only invited because they're famous, you quickly find out why voice acting is an actual profession.
You're right. He's right. We got too much talent and we work too hard to be playing like this. We got to get this train right back on track, real quick like.
That's right, we all have that attitude. The train will be rolling in no time, let's do it.
But here, it worked out perfectly. Not only do the voices of actors like Charlie and Jacksepticeye fit well with their characters, you can tell that everyone involved putting a massive amount of effort into making this work. The direction, the training, all of it made it apparent when you catch yourself grinning and laughing at characters making clever jabs at each other, or when Jacksepticeye started punching only dicks in an all-out bar brawl. Let's talk about gameplay now. The gameplay of Dispatch doesn't exactly make a strong first impression. When Robert puts on his headset and sits down at his computer, this is what we see.
I'll take Wednesday.
Tuesday.
What the fuck is this? This game is literally just text icons and a radar chart, all slapped together with 2 pieces of chewed bubblegum. In other games, you're beating 8 dudes with a bicycle, storming the headquarters of some massive evil corporation, and tearing through the enemies within with cybernetic implants. In Dispatch, you click a few buttons and watch icons move back and forth. But as you play more and more, you start going, this is actually kind of fun. Hidden beneath its deceptively simple exterior is an addictive superhero management loop, carried by insane attention to detail. You choose, based on your read of the situation, which heroes to send and which stats matter the most. But it's not just about picking the highest numbers. Heroes have special abilities that boost themselves or their teammates. There's synergies between certain heroes. Some are perfect for specific missions. And there's hero training, a hacking minigame, a level up system, and the list just keeps going. If you only watch random clips on social media, Dispatch might look like some shitty Flash game from 2008. But when you actually play it, you'll get hooked instantly. And the best part, the hilarious banter between you and your team carries right into the gameplay. My only gripe with this patch is probably the villain, Shroud. He's just not a very compelling antagonist. Not boring, not badly written, just nowhere near as memorable as the rest of the cast. Basically, he just shows up and is like, haha, Roberto Robertson, I have run 20 quantum computational probabilistic analysis and can predict your every move. Now hand over the Tesseract or I will kill the best character in the game. And I guess immediately outsmarted. Manevola, Courtney, Bruno, Victor, Hermie, Colm, Dumpy, Chad, Alice, Janelle, Mandy, Chase, Royd, and Robert. At its heart, this patch is a game about characters and how genuine love and companionship can pull someone out of the deepest abyss and help them reach their full potential. I was not expecting to get dragged in this deep by a game where you can bro fist a dude while you're both pissing urinals next to each other, and I was definitely not expecting the gameplay to be as fun as it was, yet here we are. Also, for $29.99 USD, this is a no-brainer. I give this patch a solid 4 caps out of 5. Even if you're not into these kind of games, this one might change your mind. So I guess you better go and dispatch all your money to this game.